You planned your cruise for months, but it only takes a few bad choices to waste hours of it. Long lines, missed reservations, sold-out excursions, it all adds up fast. We always talk about how to save money on a cruise. But what about your time? That's the one thing you'll never get back. This video is your secret weapon. We'll reveal 13 time-wasting mistakes that quietly steal hours from your cruise and how to avoid every single one. And stick around, because mistake number 9 reveals a hidden shortcut on board that can save you hours just getting around. Most people miss it completely. Let's start with the most important decision that sets the tone for your entire vacation before you even board the ship. Number 1. The Embarkation Day Mismatch. The very first time thief strikes before you even step on the ship, choosing an embarkation time that works against your vacation style. Picking the wrong one is a one-way ticket to frustration. For cruisers trying to maximize every minute, snagging the earliest time slot seems smart. As soon as check-in opens, be ready to grab that first appointment. This means boarding early, enjoying a relaxed lunch, and even sneaking in a quick swim before the majority of passengers arrive. But here's the trap. The terminal is pure chaos, and your stateroom won't be ready. You'll waste the first couple of hours frustrated, just carrying your bags around. The other strategy is boarding later, between 12:30 and 1:30 p.m. for a stress-free start. By then, the lines have vanished and your room is ready. The trap here is for the cruiser who wants every possible second of ship life. They waste precious hours they paid for just sitting in a hotel. The time-wasting mistake isn't choosing early or late, it's choosing the wrong one for you. Decide what you value more, getting on board as fast as possible despite the hassle, or starting your vacation with zero stress. Number 2. The Onboard Reservation Race. This next-time thief preys on cruisers who think they can relax and figure things out once they're on board. On today's most popular ships, the hottest reservations for new shows, comedy clubs, specialty dining, and popular activities can be completely booked within a few hours of the first passengers stepping on board. Waiting until the afternoon is already too late. So how do you win the reservation race? It starts before you even leave for the port. The first step is to make sure you have your cruise line's app downloaded to your phone. Do it at home or in your hotel. The Wi-Fi on the ship can be slow and congested on embarkation day, so get this done ahead of time. Now for the pro-level hack. When you are inside the cruise terminal, waiting to board, open your phone and see if you can connect to the ship's Wi-Fi network. If you can, log into the app and make your most important reservations right then and there. By booking from the terminal, you are getting ahead of thousands of other passengers. It's vital to know how your cruise line operates. Some allow internet or app-based booking weeks in advance from home, while others restrict activity reservation windows, unlocking major features only once you're on board and connected. A quick search before your cruise will tell you exactly what to expect and save you from the disappointment of seeing fully booked next to your must-do activity. Number 3. The Guest Services Trap. There is no line on a cruise ship more famous or more frustrating than the one at guest services on embarkation day. For the first few hours, as everyone boards, this line can snake across the atrium, filled with passengers trying to sort out onboard credits, link accounts, or ask general questions. It's a serious time waster. Unless you have a major issue that prevents you from actually enjoying the ship, do not get in that line. Your vacation time is too valuable. The secret is to go during truly off-peak hours. Guest services is almost always open 24 hours a day. Try visiting later in the evening while most people are at dinner or a show. For a guaranteed line-free experience, go very late at night or first thing in the morning when the ship is quiet. But before you even think about walking over there, check your cruise line's app. Many now have a chat feature that connects you directly with a guest services agent. You can solve many common issues right from your phone without ever leaving the pool deck. It's also worth knowing that if you've purchased a priority program, you often get access to a dedicated, much shorter line, which can be a valuable perk for avoiding this trap. Number 4. The pre-cruise package mistake. One of the most common traps cruisers fall into is the mistake of waiting to purchase packages until they get on board. It's a cautious decision that seems smart, but it can trap you in some of the most frustrating lines on the ship. The key reason to book everything in advance is simple. It saves you significant time and a surprising amount of money. Cruise lines often give big discounts, sometimes 20 to 30%, on beverage packages, Wi-Fi, and specialty dining when you buy them in the online planner before your cruise. This is especially true for Wi-Fi. Many cruisers think the included internet will be good enough, so they decide to wait and see. But by day 2, they realize they can barely load an email and need to upgrade. Now, they have to find the Wi-Fi help desk and join a long line of other passengers who made the same mistake. It's an easy way to waste an hour of your precious sea day, all to pay more for a package that was cheaper online. The same rule applies to shore excursions, where booking in advance is even more critical. It's not just about avoiding the line at the excursion desk. It's about avoiding the crushing disappointment when you find out the most popular tours, like helicopter rides, catamaran trips, or unique animal encounters, sold out months ago. While you can often book these things through the ship's app, the best prices and the widest selection will always be found by booking from home. Number 5. The shore excursion gamble. Speaking of excursions, this time-wasting mistake happens the moment you step off the ship into a new port. The worst thing you can do is walk down the gangway with no plan, hoping to figure it out as you go. You're immediately met with a wall of taxi drivers and tour guides bombarding you with offers. It's overwhelming, confusing, and a stressful way to start your day in a beautiful destination. A little research saves you from all that. The choice comes down to booking with the cruise line, a private company, or exploring on your own, and each has time considerations. The biggest advantage of a ship-sponsored tour is peace of mind. If the tour is late, the ship will wait for you. That security is invaluable. However, booking independently can often save you time by letting you avoid the large group gathering process that happens on the ship before tours depart. Here are a few pro tips for your planning. First, always check the total transit time for any tour. Some excursions have very long bus rides that aren't obvious in the description and can eat up your day. Second, if you plan to explore on your own, download an offline map of the port city before you leave home. And finally, no matter how you book, save a screenshot of your tour details, meeting times, locations, and contact numbers. Wi-Fi in port is never guaranteed. For a truly brilliant time-saving strategy, look into an end-of-cruise excursion. On your last day, many lines offer tours that conveniently end at the airport, letting you extend your vacation for a few more hours instead of just sitting around waiting for your flight. Number 6. The fun stuff queue. Wasting time in lines isn't just for guest services. If you're on a mega ship with incredible features like a roller coaster, a racetrack, or a surf simulator, you'll notice that on sea days, the queues for these attractions can get incredibly long. The classic advice is to just wait for a port day when the ship is empty. However, this strategy can backfire. You must check the daily planner before you commit to this, because cruise lines often close these signature attractions while in port for maintenance or due to local regulations. There's nothing worse than skipping a day ashore only to find the one thing you wanted to do is closed. A smarter approach is what's often called contra-cruising, zigging when everyone else zags. Use the pools and hot tubs early in the morning or late in the afternoon when most guests are eating or getting ready for dinner. Schedule lunch outside the noon rush and hit the gym during prime show hours. For those headline attractions, the sweet spots are right when they open in the morning or during the main dinner window between 6 p.m. and 8 p.m. Lines typically shrink to a fraction of their midday peak. Finally, take advantage of technology. Many cruise lines now let you reserve time slots for the most popular attractions directly in the app, locking in your spot without wasting precious minutes in line. Number 7. The dining room dash. Time-wasting mistakes happen at every meal, and it starts the moment you board. On Embarkation Day, most passengers go straight to the buffet for lunch. This creates long lines and a stressful search for an open table. If you do a little research beforehand, you'll find other casual spots are often open. The best pro move is to head to the main dining room. It's calmer, the service is surprisingly quick, and it's a much more relaxing way to start your cruise. The next dining trap is the line for My Time, or open dining. Many people complain about the long wait, which almost always happens during the peak hours between 6:30 and 7:30 p.m. The simplest way to avoid this is to choose traditional set dining times if they're available. If you prefer open dining, just go before 5:45 p.m. or after 8 p.m. But if you do find a line, here's a pro tip. Walk up to the host and tell them you're willing to share a table. You will likely be seated almost immediately at a larger table while others wait for a private one. Finally, let's talk about port days. When you have an early excursion, the crowded buffet is your enemy. You have 3 better options. First, plan a room service day. Even if there's a delivery fee, the time you save might be worth it. Second, check the main dining room for an express breakfast, designed to get you served quickly. Or, for the ultimate grab-and-go solution, visit the buffet the night before. Grab some sealed items like yogurt, fruit, or bagels, and store them in your cabin's mini-fridge for a breakfast that's ready the moment you are. Number 8. The onboard account headache. How you choose to pay for your onboard expenses can be a major source of wasted time and post-cruise financial headaches. Let's break down the options to keep things simple. The most seamless method is adding a credit card to your booking. All your onboard expenses are charged automatically, and you do not need to visit guest services to settle your account before you leave. Plus, you get the benefits of earning travel points and strong fraud protection. One payment method you should strongly avoid, however, is your debit card. Cruise lines often place large pre-authorization holds to cover potential spending. Unlike with a credit card, this hold ties up actual cash in your bank account, and that hold may not be released for weeks after your cruise is over, which can cause major issues. For those who prefer to stick to a strict budget, using cash is a great strategy. And you don't have to wait in the long guest services line to manage it. Many ships now have easy-to-use self-service kiosks where you can add cash to your account at any time. Just remember, you will need to visit guest services on the last night or morning to settle your account and collect any refund you are owed. No matter which method you choose, you should always keep an eye on your account throughout the cruise. You can check your charges at any time on your cruise line's app or on your stateroom TV. Number 9. The floating labyrinth. This has happened to every single cruiser, probably more than once. You get lost. On a large cruise ship, taking a wrong turn to find the theater, the dining room, or the gym can be a serious time waster. We've all had that moment where you walk from one end of the ship to the other, only to realize the buffet was right above your cabin the whole time. The simple solution is to explore the ship on your very first day, after your muster drill and lunch. Take note of where the key locations are. But beyond a casual walk, here are a few powerful navigation hacks to help you learn the ship fast. First, study beforehand. Watch a few full ship tour videos on YouTube for your specific ship before you even leave home. You'll be amazed at how familiar it feels once you're on board. Next, as soon as you get to your cabin, take a photo of your room number. It's easy to forget in the first couple of days, and for security reasons, it's not printed on your keycard. Learn the ship's built-in tricks. Many ships have clever design clues. On many Norwegian cruise line ships, the fish on the hallway carpet always swim towards the front of the ship. On many Princess ships, the main elevators face forward. Use the secret highway. To get from the front to the back of the ship quickly without fighting crowds, go down to a cabin-only deck and walk the length of the long, straight hallway. It's quiet, direct, and much faster. Finally, decorate your door. A simple magnet or decoration makes your cabin instantly recognizable in a sea of identical doors. Number 10. The missing credit nightmare. This mistake has the potential to save you from an incredible amount of frustration and aggravation. If you have any future cruise credits or onboard credits, whether from your travel agent, the cruise line, or another promotion, you must have proof of them with you. Before you even leave home, create a dedicated folder in your phone's photo album labeled Cruise Documents. Save screenshots of your cruise confirmation, excursion bookings, and especially any email confirming your onboard credit. This keeps everything in one place so you're not frantically searching for it at the guest services desk. If you prefer paper, simply print out the proof before you go. It's normal for credits not to appear on your account on the very first day, so don't panic. But if they are still missing by day 2, you will have to go to guest services to sort it out. When you have that proof ready, the conversation is simple and quick. The agent can see the confirmation, trace the credit, and apply it to your account in minutes. Without proof, it becomes a much longer and more complicated process that can waste a huge amount of your time. Number 11. Wrong hotel location. This time waster starts before you even get to the port, and it begins with your arrival plan. First, the golden rule of cruising. Always plan to arrive in your embarkation city at least one day before your cruise, especially if you are flying. A single flight delay or traffic jam on cruise day can cause you to miss the ship entirely, and that is the biggest waste of all. Arriving a day early is the best insurance for your vacation. Now, when you book that pre-cruise hotel, do not make the mistake of trying to save a little money by booking a hotel that is far from the port or the city attractions. Many cruisers book a cheaper hotel that's far away, only to waste significant time and money on public transit or in a taxi just to get where they want to go. Here are a few more pro tips. First, research your specific cruise terminal's location. Some are downtown and easy to get to, while others are more industrial and will require a ride. Second, when choosing your hotel, look for one that offers a cruise port shuttle service, which can save time and hassle on embarkation morning. And finally, because port hotels can be pricey, this is a great opportunity to use any hotel loyalty points you might have. Number 12. Skipping the fast pass. Now, this tip does cost a little extra money, but if you truly want to maximize your time and minimize lines, it can be a worthwhile investment. This is about considering priority programs like Royal Caribbean's The Key or Carnival's Faster to the Fun. While the main draw seems to be priority check-in and boarding, the real value is how they save you time throughout your entire cruise, not just on the first day. The benefits often include early access to your stateroom, so you can immediately drop off your carry-on bags. You get a dedicated guest services line, allowing you to bypass one of the most frustrating queues on the ship. One of the biggest perks is priority tender service. At tender ports, instead of waiting for your group number to be called, you get to board one of the first boats to shore, giving you more time to explore. You also get priority disembarkation on the final day, which is perfect if you have an early flight to catch. Often, these programs also bundle in other perks like an internet package or a special welcome lunch. When you do the math, especially on an itinerary with several tender ports, the amount of time you save can easily make these programs well worth the investment. Number 13. Ignoring your cabin's superpowers. This final time-saving strategy is about the room you book. Consider choosing a stateroom or a suite that comes with extras designed to save you time when dining, booking shows, and more. If you book a suite, you often get access to a concierge or a butler who can assist with all your reservations. You'll also get into exclusive dining rooms and private lounges. On many ships, this is part of a ship-within-a-ship concept, like the Retreat on Celebrity, the Haven on NCL, or the Yacht Club on MSC. This gives you a private outdoor area with pools or sun decks, meaning you'll never have to worry about finding a lounge chair. The real superpower here is that these suites essentially eliminate lines from your vacation experience. But you don't always need a full suite. Some cabins, just a step above a regular balcony, give you access to exclusive dining rooms. This includes Celebrity's Aqua Class with its Restaurant Blue, Holland America's Club Orange, or Princess's Reserve Collection mini suites. These options offer preferred dining that can save you time and provide an even better experience. Beyond category, the physical location of your cabin is a time saver. Before you book, study the ship's deck plans. If you plan to spend your time at the spa or the adults-only pool, a nearby cabin can save you hours of walking over the week. If you have kids, a cabin near the elevators that go directly to the Lido deck and Kids Club is a game changer. Finally, remember that brand loyalty can unlock similar perks over time. A high status in a cruise line's loyalty program can grant you benefits like priority check-in and lounge access, often without needing to book a premium cabin. Your cruise is too valuable to waste. Avoiding these mistakes means spending less time in lines and more time making memories. Now, we'd love to hear from you. What's the biggest time waster you've seen on a cruise? Or your best tip to save time? Drop it in the comments so we can help other cruisers too. If this video saved you even a few minutes of vacation time, give it a thumbs up and subscribe for more cruise secrets to make every trip smoother, smarter, and way more fun. Until next time, happy cruising!